What up? This is Rapids. And so ever since Jay-Z took over the Supertime halftime show, it's been real lit. So California got to rock out with their legends and everything. But people are saying that New Orleans got, a bad deal because they have Kendrick Lamar headlining this coming up Super Bowl at halftime. And people are saying, why didn't New Orleans get their legends to headline the show, like maybe Lil Wayne or even No Limit or Cash Money? So, look, what I think is happening here is, well, Jay-Z's the one involved in this. So he really got the green light to go ahead and start putting out these artists for the Super Bowl that you would never have ever had host a halftime show before. Before that, it was like a lot of rock bands and, real old rock bands that nobody listens to anymore, and maybe like Taylor Swift or somebody would think would headline the show. So in the years past, for decades, the Super Bowl halftime show was pretty lame because you didn't really have popular artists headlining the show. You always had these real, kind of super pop artists or has-been bands headlining the show. So I kind of I do like how Jay-Z got involved, and the reason why they're giving him the green light is because he got the numbers. When he did that Dr. Dre halftime show in California, the numbers were proven. So he was able to get more numbers than a whole lot of other shows. It was like one of the top shows ever for the Super Bowl. So now they're seeing, okay, well, people might not agree with every year now it being a rapper or R&B singer or something, but they're bringing in the numbers. So Jay-Z now has the go-ahead to continue doing this. You would have thought he would have had to diversify it after a while. Maybe get a Taylor Swift in there or somebody. Who else are you going to really get, And be honest about it. Like, who would you get besides a rapper or a R&B artist? Because really, that's one of the top forms of music now is rap and R&B. So I see why he's getting people like Usher and whoever he wants up there now is because people are tuning in. But with Kendrick, I think that's a very weak choice because who is listening to Kendrick? Like, I never listened to Kendrick Lamar. His new hit that he had when he went against Drake was one of the only times I really ever listened to Kendrick in the last 5 years or so. And before that, I really didn't even listen to him that much. Now, when someone called in to the Breakfast Club and was trying to tell DJ Envy that, DJ Envy hung up on him. He hung up on him because he said, basically, what you talk, you can't disrespect Kendrick like that, talking about he ain't got no hits or no catalog. But I agree with that. I agree that Kendrick doesn't have the catalog, in my opinion. I've never jumped in the whip and put on some Kendrick Lamar. Maybe I've done it like randomly. It might have happened, but not really something I sought out to do. I barely have anything that has to do with Kendrick Lamar on my playlist. Like, that's not somebody I listen to. I don't know. I guess do people listen to Kendrick? I know he got a hit. Like, that doesn't mean you headline the Super Bowl. He had to play his hit like 5 times in a row at his last show. He played it like 5 to 10 times. It was like, dude, you played the song enough. I know Kelly think they got their moment with that and all, and I respect that and everything, but for him to be headlining the show, I don't know about that. But Lil Wayne either, because I don't think Lil Wayne is a mainstream enough artist for the Super Bowl, because this is still an event that's mainstream. Middle America is watching the Super Bowl. So I could see how they want an artist that they think could actually cross over to the mainstream where they feel like this artist can, have everyone watching them. But I don't know if Kendrick's the guy for this. Like I said, I don't even think Weezy's the guy for it, because I don't know, Weezy at the Super Bowl would be crazy. It would be wild. I personally would like it, but as far as looking at it from a mainstream point of view, as when it comes down to primetime television, I'm not so sure Lil Wayne would be the guy for that. I guess he probably could pull it off, but I see why Dr. Dre worked. I could see why that worked, because that made sense. In The Weeknd, that made sense. Usher, I could see. I'm not a fan of Usher at all, but I could see how that could work for mainstream television. So when it comes to Kendrick, though, I think that's kind of a force, because I don't think Kendrick's really the guy for the job either. But I'd prefer Weezy over Kendrick. If it came down to it, I would have preferred they had Weezy or even a Cash Money reunion and just go all out and do it, because why not? You know, it's better than Kendrick Lamar, in my opinion. It would have been a better show. Plus, it's in New Orleans. You might as well honor the legends of New Orleans at that show, because rap is regional dominated. So when it comes to rap music, it's unlike other genres of music, because when it comes to rap, we actually represent certain regions of the U.S. So you got your Cali rappers, you got your New Orleans rappers, you got your Texas rappers, you got your New York rappers. So you got your Florida rappers. So no matter what state you hold the Super Bowl in, you got legends coming from those areas that you can bring out. So I think they probably should have kept that theme, like how they did with Kelly. And this is what Boosie was saying. Like, how come Cali gets to have their legends out there, and then when you come to New Orleans, you bring a Cali artist out? You know, so I think I liked how that was going, where, yeah, that makes sense. Bring out an artist from that area, even if it really wasn't from New Orleans, if you could get a down south artist. But I think it would be best to have a New Orleans artist represent the show. So why not take that risk and have Weezy rep the show? But I think that would have been too much for middle America. I think that's what it came down to. So now people are speculating if Jay-Z is taking sides with the whole Drake versus Kendrick battle. And it does kind of appear like that, especially if Kendrick is part of Roc Nation. So if Kendrick is confirmed to be part of Roc Nation, that makes sense. So that's why he got picked, because it comes down to who's on Roc Nation, because that's Jay-Z's thing. So Jay-Z's going to obviously pick whoever's on his team and not somebody from a different camp. So if Drake's not rocking with Roc Nation, of course he's not going to get picked. He's going to pick somebody on his squad over another person's squad. So that would make sense. But I mean, I'm not real excited to see Kendrick. I'm going to check it out, but at the moment, it is going to kind of be cool to see him perform that Drake diss on there, if he does it. I think that would be kind of cool to see. I can't really think of too many of his hits right now. I know he has a few hits over the years. I just can't remember them, because, like I said, I don't listen to Kendrick, so I can't think of any other hit right now besides that Drake diss. That's the only song I can think of that would be a hit from Kendrick. I mean, what catalog does he actually have? Name some of Kendrick's hits in the comment section. I'm not saying he doesn't have none, because I'm sure he does. I'm sure it's going to come back to my memory as soon as y'all post some of his hits, because as of right now, though, I just can't think of any besides that Drake hit. And that Drake hit goes crazy. That, you know what I'm saying? That is a hit. That's a certified hit. But what else does he have? Let me know. Yeah, but what do y'all think about Kendrick performing for the Super Bowl halftime? Do y'all think he was the right pick, or do you think he should have went with Lil Wayne? I think, you know, he might as well have went with Lil Wayne. Take the risk for mainstream America and rock out with Lil Wayne, because I don't know, but that could have actually ended it too, because that might have been too much for middle America, is what I was saying. So maybe that's what it came down to, is a business decision to continue you know, getting these guests. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kendrick pulls off a decent show. You know, even though I'm not anticipating it, I'm not going to be surprised that he, you know, if he's able to pull off a show. I'd rather watch Kendrick Lamar than Usher, because I really was not looking forward to that Usher performance. That was not something I was excited about at all. So I have to admit, I'm much more looking forward to seeing Kendrick this year than I was waiting to see Usher. So that's kind of a plus for Kendrick, is that, yeah, at least he got that going for him. So yeah, anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and I'm gonna leave some links for y'all. Hey, let's get to 100 likes so I can continue doing this. I need 100 likes every video. Also, I got some links, so follow me on all my social media, all the Rap HITZ social media. All right, I'm out of here.